wood on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for it out. She don't give a. She was in her bag. Fendi and some lane hags for a burger. Watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation. We was on roll like tires. What we gon' let? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. Love flow, Joe chasing the check.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position. So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit!
Throwing on first down. Hogan. And over the middle, this is Parker. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
There we go. Nice play, baby. Hurry up. Here we go. 3-19.
On 3rd and 2, Hogan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This is taken at the 18. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Bears take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
4 down, check.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, a Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
That's what I do.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
You got him. You got him. You got him. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. He makes, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that. And no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this. Because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. On 1st down, Hogan. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. On 1st down, Drake. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Rolling to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this 1st quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, 1st quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Move. Hey, gotta go.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
There you go. Let's go. Lock in.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to air one out. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And they take possession of the football and have it at their 36-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Off play action. Hogan sliding out of the pocket. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And there's a nice catch by Mike Gesicki, the rookie out of Penn State. And partner, you saw him when you were covering Big Ten football. He didn't block very many people, but that's not what they asked him to do. They asked him to go downfield and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Yeah, absolutely right, and he can do it with the best of them.
Yeah, and how about him, his high school video? Did you ever see any of that with him dunking basketballs and spiking volleyballs? His athletic ability is off the charts.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. On the stop was T.J. McDonald.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Hey, 18. Red, up. Hey, 18.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that's caught at the 25. And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Cohen. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If indeed the Chicago Bears were looking for a nice change up to Jordan Howard at running back, they found it in Tariq Cohen. I'm telling you, this guy is shifty, quick. Even though he's small in stature, some people have called him the latest human joystick.
How about that? That'll be fun for Madden players. Just 5'6", but as you said, he can move. Now Trubisky to throw on second, eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And the Dolphins have got it.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Following the fumble recovery, Hogan, blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Off the play fake, Hogan. And this one complete to Julius Thomas. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They give him a gain of 37.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
To throw on 2nd down, Hogan. And his throw here's incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And now it's 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Hogan now. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Hurry up, here we go.
On 4th down, Hogan escaping the pressure right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Hogan. Over the middle here to Wilson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Tight end right, tight end right. Hurry up, here we go.
Operating from the gun. Hogan flushed out right. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Kenyon Drake, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. And he shows some mobility there, getting outside the tackles, moving to the right, making a nice play.
Yeah, he had the whole field in front of him and was able to actually throw it about where he was looking, right? He said he moved to the right, had his vision there, and put a nice pass into the end zone for a touchdown.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Let's go, run the ball after this.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Red, 18. 18. Red,
Now it's Trubisky fighting through pressure. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. He won't go down. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
On 1st and 10, Hogan eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Gone!
Throwing on 1st down, Hogan. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
Throwing again. Hogan being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we have reached halftime here with not much scoring between these two teams. 6-6 our score. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Trubisky. Escape. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Robert Quinn in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
18.
Now Trubisky to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10.
Let's go. 3-19.
From the gun, Hogan forced out to his left. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Bears. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, and when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
The defensive end, Cameron Wake, brings him down. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Over the middle, complete. That's Cohen. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Trubisky now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Red, up.
Trubisky, draw play, gives to Howard. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They go with Howard again. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Dolphins have got it. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone. But, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there. So no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker, who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
First carry for Frank Gore back home here in Miami. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Looking to throw. Hogan. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. On the give, this is Drake. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hogan. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Nick Kwiatkowski in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Back now in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now Trubisky. Lost the football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Hogan looking middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake, and it's 3rd down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Hogan flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? When they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Red, up. Blue, blue, blue. Blue, blue, blue.
Trubisky will throw. Try to lay one up deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hey, set up. 180. Red, up. Yep.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle yourselves.
I like that. Yeah, there was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone. Cut.
Throwing to start the drive. Hogan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, Julius Thomas, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Leopard. All right, here we go. Green, 30.
On 3rd and 2, Hogan buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll begin the drive with Howard, and he'll be taken down at the 18. The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Tight right. Gotta go. 18. Red, up.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. First pick of the career for Minka Fitzpatrick. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Here we go.
From the gun, Hogan. He dumps it off to Drake. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From the gun on 3rd down, Hogan steps away to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Drake. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a big play here for the Dolphins on 3rd. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hogan being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Sanders' kick is good. And they double their lead, pushing it up now to 12-6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Charles Harris in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Over the middle, complete. It's Cohen. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And this one is incomplete. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what